Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you an example of the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. As we know, if we have a right triangle, a squared plus b squared will give us our longest side c squared. So if it's a perfect right triangle, that is always going to work. However, our question today is what if it's not equal to c squared? What type of triangle do we then have? Well, we know it's not a right triangle, so is it acute or is it obtuse? I'm going to work through this example with this question. Here we are given a triangle of side lengths 8, 9, and 10. So what we do is we plug in our sides. A squared we'll say is 8, so 8 squared plus 9 squared. We're asking, is it equal to 10 squared? The only side that really matters here is the longest side. We have to plug in c squared as the longest side. Otherwise, we'll always get a wrong statement, even if it is a right triangle. So we'll square our values. 8 squared is 64, 9 squared is 81, and 10 squared is 100. Now we add these two together, we'll get 145 is equal to 100, which it is not. So we know it is not a right triangle. So is it acute or is it obtuse? Well, we take the square root of both sides, which we'll do to find out what the actual value should have been. If we take square root of 145, well, it's going to be a little bit bigger than 12. It's actually 12.04. Well, that's not equal to the square root of 100, which is 10. What we just found is the actual side length if 8 and 9 made a right triangle. So what I like to do is think about if it was a perfect right triangle, it would look something like this. 8, 9, and 12.04. However, we don't have 12.04. We have a side length of 10, and 10 is too small. 10 is smaller than what it should be to be a right angle. That means side 8 is coming in, giving us an acute angle. Let's check out another example. Here we have side lengths 6, 13, and 15. So we set it up the same way. 15 is our longest side, and set it equal to 6 squared plus 13 squared. So we have the equation 6 squared plus 13 squared equals 15 squared. And again, we're asking the question, is this true? Because if it is, it's a right triangle. If not, we can figure out if it's acute or obtuse. So 6 squared becomes 36. 13 squared is 169. And 15 squared is 225. So we'll go ahead and combine 169 plus 36, and we'll have 205. Well, 205 is not equal to 225, so we know that it is not a right triangle. But we can use this information to see what would the side length have been if it was a perfect right triangle. The square root of 205 is equal to 14.31, which again is not equal to the square root of 225, which is 15. So again, I think about what if we did have a perfect right triangle? We would have side length 6, 13, and 14.31. However, we don't. We have a side length of 15, which means this side length of 14.31 was extended. What does that do to the side length here? Well, it makes it larger, giving us an obtuse angle. That is how we can use the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. Thank you for watching.